minutes from last month. Well,
July 2nd, 2019. The regular meeting of the Franklin Town Board was called to order by Supervisor Jeff Taggart at 7:30 p.m. Present were Jeff Taggart, Garrett Sitz, David Grant, Donnie Smith, Dwight Bruno, and Mark Lane.
Work for it, brother.
The minutes were read from the June 4th, 2019 meeting. Jeff and Mark pointed out that the town won't be sending 2 trucks to auction as planned. They will be using parts from one of them. Dwight Bruno made the motion to approve the minutes as read, and Donnie Smith seconded the motion. Dwight reported for the Franklin Kellogg Foundation. Jeff reported that the June meeting of the planning board, they approved a simple division of Merrill property on Douglas Hall Road. At the next meeting on July 11th, the Del Canton subdivision will be discussed. Mark reported that the asphalt prices have gone down this year. They are scheduled to pave between Christian Hill and Gibson Hill the week of July 15th or 22nd. What is this? I did an abbreviation. What is that actually called?
Extreme winter.
Extreme, okay. The $48,000 extreme winter recovery money is back in place. Amanda Goff reported that the pool is open and thanked the town for all their help. The Phillips would like to meet with the town and Treadwell Water District caretakers about the bridge and the roadway. There was a discussion with many questions and suggestions about the new town offices. With nothing further to come before the board, David Grant made the motion to adjourn at 8:37 p.m. Garrett seconded the motion.
Any additions or corrections? Clarification, I think, Mark, on the trucks we were going, at one point we were talking 2 of the trucks. Now is the old Mack, is that
GLCK.
gonna be,
Oh, no. Not as common.
haven't even talked about that one?
No.
Okay. Because I know you were talking that needs to be replaced.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Okay, I motion to,
I'll make a motion, accept the minutes, good.
okay, have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Passed. Okay. I got a call from Shandella today, I guess it was. They want to do another shredding day for papers on October 19th between 9 and 11 in the morning. It's a free opportunity to have your papers shredded. It's going to be here in the parking lot. Okay. Well, I guess we can go right to Mark.
Other than, we just finished up the base paving for Christian Hill, and we did this up here, tied this in on round top. We had a little extra left, so. We still got chip seal and put the shoulders in, but we gotta let that harden up. And then, I don't have.
That's it?
Yeah,
That's good.
pretty
That's
much
good.
even. Yeah.
I called tonight about the property. I went over Thursday and signed the papers with the real estate agent. And the sellers haven't signed the papers yet. They're with the lawyer, so the lawyer's, I guess, taking time to look it over. And, but Wilma said there's, if the lawyer doesn't have any issues with the contract, the people will sign it. It's just gonna take days. That I think that was this, let's see, the reporter wasn't here last week. And that's what the town has, we are in the process of buying adjoining land to the town behind the building here.
Absolutely.
And there's a house foundation, electric, well, septic on it that we hope to put our town offices in. Is what the plan is.
Right behind here?
Right behind here, yep.
Wow.
As you're going out 21,
Yeah.
you'll see the real estate sign in the driveway.
That's
There's two separate lots. And it's really a nice, like last week's meeting,
Take it from the back.
which state truck? No, I mean, it's just a opportunity that we fell into. I think it's super opportunity.
Building's not gonna be up here on the hill, it's on
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, it's on 21, it's,
You make
I don't-
it, you made it sound like it was up here.
well, it is up on.
I know, but
It'll be a great site, I think, a great opportunity for the town to move forward on the project. On the planning department, we had our meeting on Thursday night. There wasn't, let's see, there was a couple in there.
Boundary adjustment.
Boundary adjustment over here on Wally Road. Yep. Simple boundary adjustment. Oh, but he does with a Hartle's place, he's adding
Adding that piece next to it.
an acre and a half. So his is still not a conforming lot, but it's much better from the guy across the road. Right. I would,
Well, I think this would be Rattle House.
yeah, you could rattle, yeah.
Now, but
But it's a good thing, he wants to put solar panels, is that right, Brian? I think that's what he's buying it for, is to put up some solar panels. And, let's see. I did get a message left on my phone today from Delgado's office about wanting to talk to us about some possible funding for the building, our office and stuff, so I was surprised to get that. Anything, Dwight, I'm sorry, I stepped over on the foundation. Did you have anything from the Kellogg?
Meetings tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow, okay. Okay, so no news on that
No
one.
news on that.
Okay. God, I don't know what else we can beat on people about or talk about. Is there anything else? Well, we'll open it up to the floor if anybody's got questions or concerns or whatever.
Do you know what kind of building you're putting in back there?
The foundation that's there already is 30 by 40, a concrete poured foundation. And we hope to, we've been talking about 2,400 square foot of building. And the cellar is open to the East City Den. It's just a beautiful site. So we'd like to put offices downstairs, right, so there's no handicap ramps or anything, it to be handicap accessible. And then there's some parking on the lower level. Then the upper level, we hope to put the core meeting room, or something like that, and maybe a couple extra offices or something. But there should be about 2,400 square foot if we go one, the cellar or the basement and the first floor, which is what we've been talking to somewhere in a 2,400 square foot project. But it's, that to me, I mean, people looked it over, it's really, why it hadn't sold before, I'm not sure. We were lucky to step into it. So, when papers get signed and hopefully when we take it over, there'll be we gotta have some plans made up for the, offices and stuff downstairs that'll be somewhat controlled. And what I'd love to see is get a building on it this fall. Because if you're gonna put a floor on it to seal it, to keep the water out, why not put the building that may shell up? So, and if it does, that'll be a great thing, I think. And the board, they've all been, addressed with it and stuff, and everybody seems to be on board. And Any questions? I mean, it's a great opportunity for the town. It is. So there's nothing else to come before the board? This is not.
The cemetery sidewalk.
Oh, cemetery sidewalk, okay.
We've reached enough funding that it's gonna completely cover the stone between the bake sale and the generous donations that people have sent. And I was having troubles getting stone cutters to be able to commit to the number of stone that we needed
Right.
at the thickness that we wanted. So I called Doug Barnes over at Masonville Stone. And Doug said to me that if you don't have to have them this fall, he says, I can make you seconds of cut stone, which are exact. And he says the seconds, you won't notice the difference in them, especially for a sidewalk. But he says, I'll be able to get you them by next April. So, and they cut me a deal less than half of what they get for a normal cut stone.
Really?
Well, part of it, you know, Dave's originally from Franklin, so
right, yep.
Doug's dad, so,
Yep.
so with that, I
Wintertime
agreed,
work.
with that, I agreed to it, and, so that's all in line, and they have, some kind of a vacuum thing that picks the stone up,
Oh,
and they have some older used ones that he says will let you use one of them when it comes time to set your
set 'em.
stone, which is. But we are ordering a pretty large
Yeah.
order,
Yeah.
so but it will not be done by this fall, but everything's in line that it should most definitely be done.
now, I know they're talking, putting down a layer of quality gravel or whatever.
Crusher run.
Crusher run. And would that be something to be done this fall, so it gets set?
That's something that I was thinking, maybe considering Joe, your brother Joe and I were gonna go and look at it here pretty soon.
Oh, okay.
And then the only thing left would be to put pea stone down, which is what Brian suggested, instead of sand. And I spoke to Doug about that, and he thought that was a better
Oh,
move
really?
than sand.
Okay, okay.
So, but he said the nice thing about the cut stones is it says they all will be the same, so you don't have as much moving and shifting with stone
Right,
that you have with a split stone.
right.
So I'm anticipating
You get a
that
good smooth surface, it's
if
gonna be
we
easy
get a
to
smooth
set.
set, we should be
Right.
able to clip right along setting the stones.
Right.
And he says this stone is more durable, so it should last longer. It's literally cut, there's no water seams,
Okay, yeah.
there's nothing like that. So
That sounds,
that should be, hopefully all things go well, that should go well, so,
You're gonna leave what was there.
yes. Yeah, Brian felt we should bust it, just so the water can go through if it need be, which I haven't asked him flat out, but I think we can use his air compressor and hammer, and it won't take but 2 seconds, and boom, 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 put it up through, because all you have to do is bust them loose. So, the only thing is, like I said, Joe and I are gonna go look at it, and Taggart Electric was kind enough to say that any of our equipment, basically their mini excavator, they're gonna let us make use of, and stuff like that. So that was, but, Joe and I wanna go and look at, the only thing is putting the extra fill in from the existing sidewalk is going to come up on a grade, so we can have a uniform grade, the length of it. I don't think we're gonna need more than 6 inches, which would be over 6 foot.
right.
Because you're supposed to be 1 inch for every foot in order to make it so it's not a drastic incline, which, that's 2 stones, which is really not an issue. So, as long as we set that pitch when we start out, The first stone we might have to remove so as to dig down, so as to get that stone so it matches with the existing concrete stone sidewall, so. But that's the only one we see that would have to be lifted, so.
To go along with that, the donations right now as it stands, $4,854 for this sidewalk.
Great. Thanks to the community and your family, guys.
What's that?
Thank you for the community and your family. Thank you. So is there anything else to come before the board? I guess if there is nothing to come before the board, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
We keep going these?
No, you can't, you gotta hurry.
Everything out?
So moved.
Okay. We have a
Second.
motion, have a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Let's go for a run.
Okay, this